Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an advice video for those who are transitioning into college, or actually transitioning into like a new college. Like if you're transferring and you're like kind of nervous about the first few days or whatever it may be. Or this can be applied to high school too. So yeah, let's get started. Basically I'm just going to be talking about like my experience, or what's about to be my experience. So I'm originally from Ohio, and I went to college there for like a couple years. That was really loud. For a couple years, and okay, for a couple years, and now, oh, also I'm gonna be eating because got a bunch of Twizzlers, but I went to Kent State there, and then I transferred to Brooklyn College here in New York, and I'm gonna be starting next Friday, and I'm really excited. But my tips, I haven't even started yet, but I went through this experience before when I transferred schools, because I transfer schools all the time. I transferred schools in Ohio. I went to a community college and transferred to a university, so I have some experience on this. My experience is, it's good. You're gonna feel nervous the first day. You don't know anybody, especially if you just moved to like an entirely new state or city. So colleges have all these programs where they're like orientation for transfer students, because they have the orientation for new students too, and a lot of people may not want to go to that because they're like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of freshmen there and blah 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 blah. I don't want to deal with that because I'm older, because I'm a junior transferring into a college, so I don't want to deal with new student orientation with a bunch of freshmen. So I'm going to transfer orientation, which may be people who are younger than me, but we're all transitioning from one college to another. So it's not I'm transitioning from high school to college. It's more I'm transitioning from college to college. And I mean, this can be applied to people who are coming from high school to go to college too, but in my experience, go to the orientation. Like, you're gonna meet a whole bunch of cool people. You're gonna learn about a whole bunch of new clubs, and you're just gonna learn about a lot of stuff, meet new people, because it's so much easier like making friends with people who are also like new and transitioning and transferring into this new college, because you guys have something in common. You're new to this college and you're from an old college, so you bond over that. Also learn about all the freaking programs there, like this clubs and like newspaper and things like that. Like, I know people like sororities and they want to join sororities, but like, I'm not into that. But you may be. So learn about sororities, learn about fraternities, learn about all the clubs so you can join those clubs. And if you're like an activist and you're like, oh, I want to do something like to help people, learn about that too. I mean, it's college. You're gonna make a whole bunch of new friends. Next thing I would be worried about is I don't know, just like that whole should I buy my books before class starts? I'm still thinking about that. I'm one of those people who is totally into like worrying about unnecessary things. Like, I have these like kind of thoughts like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to class, everyone's gonna have their book, I'm gonna have to share with someone, they're not gonna want to share with me. I don't know, it's really stupid, but I always try to get my books before school starts. But the bad part about that is, if you do get your books before school starts, some classes don't even need the book. They'll tell you the first day, like, don't buy the book, you don't need it. So I suggest, against all of my beliefs, I suggest go to class without your books, because TBH, you're probably not gonna need them. And the library probably has all the books that you'll need for class, so you can just go there and like use the books, do your homework there, or they may let you photocopy them, but that varies depending on what college you go to. So yeah, I would go to class without the books, save some money, because college is expensive as hell, especially if you're not a resident and you're getting charged out-of-state tuition, which is another thing. that people don't tell you about when you move into a new state. Out-of-state tuition in New York is crazy. They charge you double, literally double of what they would charge in-state residents. So if you have 2 years of college left, or 3 years or whatever, make sure you find out, like, just make sure you find out about financial aid. Make sure you try to find out what it takes to be an in-state resident, because like me, I want to lower my college costs, and New York college is free. Well, it's not free, but it's technically free. You just have to live here for 1.5 years. So just find out all the requirements of being considered an in-state resident, because you might need an ID, a paper trail, all of that. So figure out what it is and try to get all that done. Like, I'm gonna pay tuition for the next 2 semesters because I have to live here a full year. And even if you don't plan on staying here after college, I don't know what the rules on that is, so you might want to look that up. But even if you don't plan on living here for the rest of your life, still go get, like, if you're in New York or Florida or whatever, go get that state ID, get that lease, get all the evidence that you have lived here for a year, so you won't get charged out-of-state tuition. In some colleges, it's like you have to live there 1.5 years or something like that, but whatever it is, just make sure you're on your stuff, get your stuff done, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like other things to be worried about when you're transitioning to a new college. Balancing like schoolwork and social life. Make time for school, because you're paying all this money to go to school, or the college is giving you all this money. If you got a scholarship or something, you're getting all this money to go to school. Make the most of it, because at the end of the day, even if, I know some people get scholarships, but if you're fully paying out of pocket or loans, don't waste it, because you're gonna be wasting money. You're getting all this debt for what? To not get your work done, not learn anything. Just get your stuff together, get your stuff situated, make sure you make time for schoolwork. Just make sure you have that balance, because you don't want to waste time or money. Like, literally, you don't want to be in school for 20 years and they're like, oh, I was supposed to graduate 20 years ago, but I failed this class and I did this and it. No, don't do that to yourself, because you're gonna regret it. And if schools, and you might need this time to figure out that school is not for you. Hello, school is not for everyone. And sometimes people have to go to college to figure that out, that school's not for them. Because my sister did that. She went to college for like 2 semesters and she was just like, bye, this is not for me. And I completely understand that, because college is not for everyone. But me, my experience, again, I want to finish. I have 2 years left, and I'm going to try to make this 2 year into a 1.5 year so I can get finished and be done with school. But I really just want to finish what I started. I haven't taken out like a lot of loans or anything like that, but I do have, I do have some loans, and I do not want to waste the time and effort that I put into college or the money to just not finish. I don't know. That's me. But yeah, there's going to be a part 2 to this video, but this is just part 1. So if you guys have any more questions about like college or financial aid or anything like that, I have the most experience you could ask for when it comes to financial aid and FAFSA and all that information. So literally, you guys can leave the comments below so I can answer them all. So FAFSA, any of that. I have community college experience, university experience, transfer, all of that. Just let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up or subscribe or anything like that. You know, just let me know if you guys like the video. If you guys have any questions or concerns or nervous about college or high school or middle school, because I've been to all those places too, so I can be very helpful. Anyways, that concludes this video on college things, advice, tips, tricks. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day, stay positive, stay hydrated, eat your veggies, treat yourself. Have a nice day and enjoy school, I guess. Bye guys.